You better go out and buy stock now. Let me tell you, this country will be like a rocket ship that goes straight up. This is going to be numbers that nobody's ever seen before. That's a very important element of all of this. You know, if we get that, if you don't.
Is this a buy signal from Trump? Because an article just came out that said the U.S. plans to lower China tariffs to as low as 50%.
You better go out and buy stock now. Let me tell you, this country will be like a rocket ship that goes straight up. This is going to be numbers that nobody's ever seen before. That's a very important element of all of this. You know, if we get that, if you don't, and the Democrats are fighting it only because they want to fight. They have Trump derangement syndrome. You know, if it was somebody else, they wouldn't fight. If you had a normal person, if you had some stiff sitting behind you, they'd be fine. But they have Trump derangement syndrome. You know, Senator Schumer's become a Palestinian. Welcome. I don't know when they're going to give him the ceremony, whatever the ceremony may be. But it's terrible what's happened to the Democrats. So,
what? This will be the greatest missed opportunity financially in our living history. Trump launched yesterday. Trump said,
I don't know if this is true, for the fact that it is President Donald Trump, he himself, coming out and actually telling people that they need to start stocking food. In my heart, I'm like, this might be true. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well wherever you are. Just in case you're seeing me for the very first time, my name is Katsime. I hope you do consider subscribing on the channel for more reaction videos like this. I remember 2 days back, I uploaded a video from different people reacting on how different shelves are empty.
This is the Aldi in Connecticut. I come here at least twice a week. I've been coming here for years and I have never ever seen any empty shelves. This is what it's looking like today, May 6, 2025.
It's really crazy to me that people aren't freaking out about the fact that basically all American stores are going to be empty in like 5 or 6 weeks, just because our president's tariffs essentially doubles anything that's not from America in price, meaning that any sensible business owner could not buy any foreign good to sell anymore, right? So what does that mean? That means that the stores are just going to be empty, okay? People are panic buying stuff because they know this is coming and they're not going to have anything to replace it. All we have is our American companies, and American companies just do not cover the full range of stuff that America buys, okay? And given the fact that the president is actively bullying companies for informing their customers about why things are going to be more expensive, everything's just going to be empty and no one's going to understand why. So I'm telling you now, and I'm also telling you, if you have any kind of savings whatsoever, don't save up for the vacation, save up for like toilet paper, canned foods and things like that, because America's going to have nothing pretty soon.
But however, when I read in the commentary, people are like, these are all lies. All these shelves in different stores, they are full, they have food. And also I found other videos from different creators talking about how the ports are empty. There are no imports from different countries that are entering America, most especially China. So me finding this video of President Donald Trump telling people to start stocking food, I feel like this is a wake-up call to all Americans to really style up and start really stocking food in the houses. I also found other videos from other people who have always been warning Americans to please start stocking food in their houses, because anytime anything can happen.
I don't think people realize the severity of the issue that we are about to be in. There is a supply chain crisis going on at the ports. And what that means is, normally the shit that you get at the grocery store, like sugar, candy, all of that shit, is not going to be there because of this stupid ass tariff war. So basically, if I was you and you were me, I would start stocking up on shit, getting the shit that you need now, because in a couple of months, a lot of shit is going to triple in price. Because we do not have any other folks. A lot of the shit that we have is not made here. And they're trying to say, you know, we're trying to get back to U.S. business. What business? We don't make shit here. The only thing that we make here is toilet paper. You can't eat toilet paper.
Now, I'm not so sure, but of course I'm delivering these videos for you people who are watching, or even if you haven't come across them, please think about it. you as Americans, anytime you might be in a crisis, of which if you don't stock food right now, months to come from now, the things that are going to be in the stores, the price is going to be doubled. Things are going to become more expensive.
You better go and buy stocks now. He's warned people twice. The first time he warned, it pumped. This is the second warning. And what I've been telling you guys is that this is going to go parabolic on the back end of the year. And as we've walked through this is methodically planned out. There's many different things happening spiritually, financially, and mentally. There's a massive separation in consciousness from the left hemisphere to the right hemisphere. We're in the age of Aquarius, full authenticity. We're moving from an old archaic banking system to a new, faster banking system.
You better go out and buy stock now. Let me tell you, this country will be like a rocket ship that goes straight up. This is going to be numbers that nobody's ever seen before.
So yesterday, Trump came out and said, buy stocks now. Okay. So the last time he said this, people went and bought stocks and they made a lot of money. Okay. Like quick. Now, I don't know their process because there are different processes where they got their money, like, you know, getting in, bidding, getting out. Okay. It just depends on you. Okay. He also said that there is negotiations coming this weekend with China about tariffs. And so be ready, prepared for that. And he also got a lot of other stuff that he has up his sleeve. So if Trump is telling you when it comes to stuff like that, now y'all already know how we feel about Trump, but pay attention, okay, to what be going on, okay? People was like, oh, he's only saying stuff like this to make money for the rich people. Boo. If you got the money to be able to invest in stock, go ahead and do that. Okay, don't miss your opportunity because how we feel about this particular person, he's giving you hints. Okay, so I'm about to go call my husband because he's going to be able to tell me, or he's going to know what stocks to buy and what stocks not to buy because he's a well-educated man. I always tell him when stuff like this happens and he make it happen. So once I figure out the stocks to buy, oh, you can also go to ChatGPT. If y'all like what stocks to buy, go ask ChatGPT. Go call somebody that you know and get on TikTok and start doing some research, okay? But like I said before, he came out yesterday around 4 p.m. and was like, buy some stock. I'm telling you now, it's going to skyrocket. Go do that, okay? Handle that.
You better go out and buy stock now. Let me tell you, this country will be like a rocket ship that goes straight up. This is going to be numbers that nobody's ever seen before.
Trump is literally insane. He is sending buy signals right now. He says, and I quote, better go out and buy stocks now. Like, you got the president of the United States literally telling you to buy, and you still don't want to. Like, that is so fucking crazy. That's the reality that we're living in 2025. Easier than ever to get money, and most people still just disregard everything he's fucking saying when he controls everything and do what they want. It's actually crazy.
Trump just did it again. Remember the last time he told people to buy stocks? The market went wild. Tesla jumped over 20% in a single day, one of its biggest gains ever. Now he's saying it again. Go out and buy stocks. He's pumped about the new UK tariff deal and talks with China coming up this weekend. If those go well, plus other deals with countries like Japan, Vietnam, and South Korea, the market could explode. This could be huge for Tesla too. The robo-taxi launch is coming in June and people are already getting hyped. I think the stock could hit the mid 300 cents by then, maybe even $360 if the momentum keeps building in May. Not financial advice, just what I'm thinking. What do you think?
So one thing I don't think people realize when you talk about getting your heart prepared, when I talk about my videos in them, when I say getting your heart prepared, I don't think people realize what I'm talking about. I think people don't take it serious because they looking at it like I'm only talking about like the world ending and all of this and all that, but the new world coming is this world ending. And what people fail to realize about money is that once the money system crashes and we turn into a cashless society, this is the part where you need to be getting prepared for, because that's when the mark is going to come about, because you will not be able to buy or sell without the mark. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about when I say get prepared, when I say stock up food, when I say get your homes in order, when I say get your heart right with God. Because if your heart is not right with God, when the mark is presented to us, to be able to buy and sell and eat and everything like that, if you don't have a relationship with God, you are going to take that mark. You are going to take that mark, because it's going to be very hard to starve. That's why I say stock up on food now, because the mark is coming. It's already in some places, and it's already been revealed in movies. Now, we always talk about how they will not warn us of anything on the news, and no, they will not, but they definitely will warn us about everything in movies. So the warning has already been put in the movie. I can't actually remember what the movie was, but the lady was trying to pay for some little groceries. I mean, life was still normal, just still regular clothes, regular going to the store, being a human. But her stuff declined. She said, well, what's wrong? I have money. They said, and then she looked over to her left, and the next man came up, and he just did this, and he had the chip. He had the mark of the beast, and he was able to walk out with his groceries. She had to go home hungry. Okay, so when I say get your hearts prepared, get your homes in order, stock up food, this is not a scary thing. This is not a thing like that. This is a thing to get prepared for the new world that's about to take place, because it is happening. Okay, and you don't want to be left out. You don't want to be in that number of people who didn't take it serious, and that number of people who wanted to believe, oh, well, whatever, or wanted to just sit up and act like this stuff is not happening, like they can't see what they see. Okay, so when I say get your heart prepared, when I say get in a relationship with God, when I say get your homes in order, when I say get out the clubs, when I say spend your money wisely, when I say eat one meal a day, learn how to start eating less so that you can be prepared and ready for what's to come, because it is on the scene and it is happening, and there will be a 7-year trials and tribulation run where the devil will reign. Okay, and he's already on the scene if you have not noticed. So I'll say it again, like I say in all my videos, get your hearts prepared, get your hearts right with God, get your homes in order, okay, before it's too late. It's your girl Demi Nicole, and that is the message of the day. Mwah.
How many videos are you seeing right now about rice and beans? What are you stocking up on? Because I have a few things to say. Absolutely, get yourself some canned goods, some rice, some beans. If you don't eat that way normally, chances are you're not going to eat that way. But go ahead and get yourself what you need to feel safe and secure up here. But I think we have a huge missed opportunity here. I think we missed it during COVID, and I think we're going to miss the mark again. The opportunity is to learn skills. The opportunity is to learn how to build community and take care of yourself. You see, food is a renewable resource, but it's only renewable if you have control over that resource. And right now, if you are 100% dependent on a grocery store, your food's going to run out. I don't want to add more panic. I don't want to be louder than the rice and beans people, but I want to talk about the opportunity we have here to learn new skills, because the only thing you can count on is what's up here. If you don't know how to grow the tomato or the green bean, or how to get a hold of a farmer who does potatoes, you're lost anyways. Your food is going to run out. Your rice and your beans are going to run out. Everything's going to run out. If you don't know how to preserve your food, the food that you're buying now is going to go bad. We have a unique opportunity here again, laid in front of us, showing us how incredibly weak this system is that we have built to rely upon. But will we take this opportunity? Will we take it and say, you know what? I need to learn a new skill. I need to work on this. I need to help my children learn how to do these things so they're not faced with these constant fears of the people that control these systems and how they can collapse on us. I want you to be safe. I want you to have food. I want that for everybody. I think food is a basic human right. But we don't control it. The system we have set up, we don't control it. They control it. And we are at their mercy. So if you made it this far, what I do in this channel is I teach people how to grow food, how to preserve food, how to build communities, strong communities that rely on each other at a local level. Because I want everybody to eat and I want everybody to feel safe. I don't know about you, but aren't you tired of every 4, 5, 6 years doing this over and over and over again? Being worried, being afraid, what system is going to collapse next? I'm exhausted. And I don't even rely on the system as heavily as a lot of other people have to. The change has to come from within. It has to come from here. If we want to eat, if we want future generations to survive and thrive, we have to be able to do it on our own plot of land. Before we can look at a grocery store, before we can look at anybody else, we have to be able to have these skills to do it ourselves. And I know you can do it. I know you can do it because my poor ancestors and my poor ass has been doing it my entire life. It isn't hard. It isn't hard. It's work. It's work. You can work to pay somebody else to do it for you and hope that system doesn't collapse. Or you can put in the work yourself and have stability and peace of mind. And I'm not saying it has to be completely off grid and away from civilization and you can't rely. All I'm saying is get the skills you need. Get the skills you need. That's what we do here. That's what I teach here. I'm going on, saying the same thing. I hope everybody stays safe. I hope you have enough food to make it through a couple weeks or a couple months of an event that may shut things down temporarily. And I hope the systems get back up and running because a lot of people are going to suffer because we've lost the skills. We've lost them. My only hope is that I can help bring them back.